Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to elaborate a topic known as juvenile delinquency. Juvenile delinquency means children committing crime, teenagers involved in any kind of criminality, known as juvenile delinquency. It was found by Julia Lathrop in 1890. 1890, Julia Lathrop found the juvenile delinquency started by Julia in 1890 when, at that time in her era, when children were or teenagers were committing crime, then the prison was built for children or children's crime, teenagers' crime. And this prison was known as juvenile delinquency. This crime was known as juvenile delinquency or children committing crime. This juvenile delinquency has been going on even today all over the world. In every nation on this planet has that rule or that provision to incarcerate teenagers, put them in jail, or give them some kind of social service for sometimes 500 hours, sometimes 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours. That is about 6 months to a year. And some major juvenile delinquency, the juvenile can actually end up in prison for quite a long time. I have chosen 4 points to elaborate juvenile delinquency. Point number 1 is second chance. Japanese helpline for delinquent kids. Japanese have started this second chance organization in which children who have perpetrated juvenile delinquency, they go to jail or whatever the punishment they wind up, and after the punishment is wound up, this second chance organization gives them second chance. In most of the nation, delinquency by juvenile, and when juvenile means a child goes to jail and when he comes back, society does not actually accept the child. Child's entire life is ruined. Schools and colleges also don't accept them. And as such, you can believe that the life of the child is already over career-wise. But this Japanese organization known as Second Chance has started this organization and provide a second chance to this delinquent teenagers, and they give them work, provide education, provide background, provide guarantees, provide all kinds of help and support needed by this juvenile delinquents. Point number 4 is teenagers in incarceration. Sometimes teenagers have committed such a grave, very heinous crime, and they don't get social service as a punishment, but they get incarceration. They go in prison for 6 months or a year, and they stay in prison for a long time, and when they come back into the society, they are totally rejected by the society, they are blackballed by the society, they don't get any kind of second chance, second opportunity by the society. Their school year, school career, job, whatever they were doing is all ended, terminated. Even parents don't actually welcome them in their homes. Fear of, they actually are, parents are afraid of them, that they are again going to commit the crime, and again they will go to court, and again the parents will be in trouble. Parents have to go to court, and the parents will be called by the police and all sorts of things, and the parents have to shell out lots of money in hiring lawyer and for litigation. So because of that kind of fear, a kind of apprehension, these parents are also not going to open their doors to these kinds of delinquent juvenile who have committed the crime and gone to jail. Point number 3, problematic life, problematic school, problematic home, problematic peer pressure, narcotics, domestic beef, and all sorts of things are causation of juvenile delinquency. Delinquent kids actually become delinquent. Either they have problematic life, so many problems in life, nobody is willing to help them, parents are not there to help them, or parents are not able, capable, or viable to help them. They don't go to school, they don't get any kind of, any kind of relief in the society, any kind of support or help from the parents or from the society, or they have a school problem. They don't have money to pay, they don't understand something, their parents do not provide them ample amount of resources to hire tutor, go to the tuition class, or they have problematic home. Problematic home means in the home there is poverty, there is some kind of parent, one of the parents or both the parents are sick, or both the parents have been fighting, or let's say the broken family, one parent family, parents have actually taken divorce. Next is narcotics. Sometimes these kind of kids, when they are still 8 to 10 years old, they are lured towards narcotics, means drugs, cocaine, marijuana, opium, these kind of things. And now they need money to buy the narcotics and they cannot get the money, hence they are lured toward committing the crime. Peer pressure means friends. His friends are all involved in narcotic, involved in some kind of criminality, and they have money. And these kids are also persuaded to join the gang and involved in criminality, and this way they will be able to make some good amount of money. They will have good clothes, good a bike, educational expenses, this, that, additional things they would have. And by that kind of peer pressure, means a pressure from their own friends, create them juvenile delinquent. Point number 4 is neglected kids in vagrancy are lured to juvenile delinquency. Those kids who are neglected by the society, by the parents, they have been involved in all kinds of vagrancy. They are vagrant. They wander around the streets. They come in contact with all kinds of hoodlums, all kind of narcotic peddlers, all kinds of narcotic users, all kinds of criminal type of kids. They become member of this gang, and thus they also indulge in juvenile delinquency and become delinquent. So these are the 4 reasons, 4 causations, consequences are terrible. That is why parents should be like a hawk, watching their kids 24 hours a day, 24 times 7 times 365. 24 times 7 times 365, meaning all day, all month, all year. And especially make sure that the kids are mixing and mingling with right type of straight, vertical kids, not horizontal kids. So if parents should take care of them, parents should watch their kids' activities, their friendship, their friends, their locality, what they do all day, where they go, what kind of friends they meet, what kind of peers are, what their peers do. They are good students, good kids, or bad students, rogue and rowdy, and all vagrant type of kids. Then parents should actually take care of them, stop them, take some measures, take some prophylactics immediately. And this way we can save our parents. Our kids. God bless every kids. And thank you very much for listening. Tomorrow we're going to meet again and talk about something else. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet.